Today I'm going to talk about something I struggle with a lot. Hey, beautiful soul family, let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up and just felt stuck? Like the drive you once had is nowhere to be found, and even the simplest tasks seem overwhelming? I'll be honest, some days motivation feels like a distant memory, and all I want to do is retreat and hide away until the spark returns. But here's the truth. Again, motivation isn't something we find, it's something we create. And the most powerful way to create it is by reconnecting with our divine source. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 steps to help reignite our motivation and help reconnect with that inner fire God has placed within you. So if you're feeling stuck, uninspired, or overwhelmed, this message is for you. You are not alone, and together we will find the light that shines inside of us. The first step in reigniting the motivation is to recognize where we are without judgment. It's okay to feel unmotivated. It's okay to feel stuck. When we're experiencing this, it's a natural part of the human journey. Right now, more than ever, being human can feel incredibly draining. The world is filled with noise, distraction, and demands that pull us away from our inner truth. We're carrying the weight of collective uncertainty, rapid change, and spiritual disconnection. But here's the thing. God doesn't judge you for where you are. He meets you there, gently guiding you back to the light. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of any guilt or shame that you might feel about being unmotivated. Tell yourself, it's okay, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Even in these moments when we're moving slowly or even struggling, there is divine purpose. Sometimes we are meant to pause so we can realign, recalibrate, and remember who we truly are. God's creation, made in love, and full of potential. But motivation fades when we lose sight of our purpose, of our why. But here's the spiritual truth. Your why is not just all about achieving goals or completing tasks. It's about living the life God intended for you. Ask yourself, why did God place me here? Why did God place me here? What unique gifts and talents was I given to serve others? What lights me up and makes me feel alive? Imagine the version of yourself who is living fully in alignment with God's purpose. What does that version of you feel like? What does that day look like? A day in the life of that person. What does that look like? Reconnecting with your why is like reigniting a flame that has dimmed but never fully gone out. And if your why feels unclear right now, pray, meditate, ask God to show you a vision of your life, a vision for your life. Because sometimes the answers come in whispers and in the quiet moments when we're still. And trust that you are being guided even when you can't see the full picture yet. So here's that thing about motivation being not something you wait for, but something that you create through taking action, through action. And not just any action, but inspired action, rooted in faith. Think of faith as the bridge between where you are and where God is leading you. And faith without works is dead. This means that we must trust God's plan enough to take even the smallest steps forward. Start small. What is one thing you can do right now that is in alignment with God's purpose for your life? Maybe it's reaching out to a loved one, or writing down your dreams, or even simply stepping outside to connect with nature and creation. And once you've taken that first step, celebrate it. Acknowledge that by moving forward, you are aligning with divine flow. And remember, every step we take brings us closer to our purpose. So finally, trust the process. Even if it feels slow, trust that everything is happening perfectly in God's timing. Motivation isn't always this roaring fire. Sometimes it's a quiet ember that needs nurturing. Be patient with yourself and God's plan. Growth happens in cycles. And even the still moments are sacred. It gives you the space to listen, to realign, and to prepare for the blessings ahead. Be still and know that I am God. In the stillness, you will find His peace. In the quiet, you will hear His guidance. And trust that by showing up, even when it feels hard, you are planting seeds for a more inspired future. Beloved soul family, motivation isn't something that comes from outside of you. It's a spark within, placed there by God Himself. And by acknowledging where you are, by reconnecting with your why, by taking small steps of faith, and trusting the timing, you can reignite that spark and step back into your divine purpose. So if this message resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. What is one small step of faith you can take today? Let's inspire each other to keep moving forward hand in hand with God. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and send this message to anybody that you feel might need a little extra encouragement today. Together, we are creating a community of light, love, and unstoppable growth. Thank you for being here. You are capable. You are enough. And with God's grace, you've got this.